Hello, everyone. In this part, I will introduce the front end and the back end of our web application in this assignment. In this project, the front end receives JSON data through AJAX technique, and the data are displayed on the web page by eTrust library. The communication between the website page and the dataset is implemented by the Flask framework. Now let's turn to the front end. In this section, there are three types of files, including HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. We write HTML and CSS files for each page to perform better functionalities. The JavaScript files are written for each section of the page. This is because the styles of figures in different pages are various. As you can see, each page is related to a topic in our project. If I go into the unemployment HTML file, this shows the architecture of that page. The unemployment CSS file, then it defines the style of that page. The unemployment JavaScript files illustrates the outline of each figure in this page, which are implemented by eTrust library. This is a free, powerful charting and visualization library, offering an easy way of adding intuitive, interactive, and highly customized charts on our pages. Now we have understood the framework of our pages, but we still need the real data from the database to show our analysis results. This leads us to the AJAX technique. We write a controller JSON JavaScript file for each topic. The front end requires to call the function under the specific root of the backend through the AJAX function request and return the required data. The main reason that we choose this technique is that it can maintain data without updating the whole page when our requirement is to get data for a part of our page. When this part of the page calls the AJAX function through the specific route, its request will be sent to backend like this. In this function, this figure will request the data through the route employment/C1. Therefore, the next part will be our Flask framework. Flask is a lightweight web application framework which can be implemented in Python. It is useful for those of us who are familiar with Python to get started quickly. Under the framework of Flask, the backend can quickly receive the query from the front end and request data from the database. As you can see, there are some Python files related to each topic in this file. Our backend will connect to the specific database to extract data from this database and send back this data to the front end. Okay, let me show you some examples. When we run our Flask framework, it will give us an IP address. And if we try to select a page, maybe a source topic, it will give us uh, some figures related to our results. Then let's pay attention on the right corner of this page. If we try to change this figure, we can just click the switch option, and then the JavaScript file related to this part will hear this request and update this figure without reloading the whole page. And if we check our backend, we can see that in our source page, our second red pictures request the data to update its pictures. So the deployment of our web application on the MRC will be demonstrated in another video. Thanks for your watching.